Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren. We have Hunter here as a co-host, aka the star of the show. And we have a little bit of a haul today. I don't do a whole lot of hauls on my channel, but this one's a little bit special because I actually made a purchase from a website I've never bought from before. And I did that because they sold me on the beautiful, beautiful makeup that they had on their website. Now, you probably read the title already, so you probably know what website I'm talking about, but that's CbeautyMall. Something that I'd heard of a couple times pop up in a couple videos about Chinese makeup brands, and I really just had to pull the trigger and buy some myself because they have some beautiful makeup. They have some Chinese brands on their website that I have never heard of before, but are so beautiful that I just was curious. And then they had a sale. They had a pretty epic sale where it was buy 8 items, get 48% off your order. What? I don't know why they came up with 48%, but I'm not complaining because yeah, I bought more than 8 items. Now, I will say in terms of shipping and stuff, it did take me a little bit of time to get here. I'll kind of put that on the screen so you know when I ordered and when I got it. And there were a couple items missing actually from my package. So I've emailed them to let them know, but I just emailed them today. So I will definitely have an update at the end of this video so that you know, did I get a refund? What happened? How's their customer service? Because we're putting the customer service to the test. There's also one item that arrived broken, which is a surprise there's not more because makeup is so fragile and it did ship all the way from China. So that's quite a long journey. But let me go ahead and show you what I ended up getting, all the beautiful brands that I'm going to attempt to pronounce and just kind of show off my haul. So I was a little nervous when the package first came because this kind of looked like a Temu box, right? Is that how Temu ships their things? Like in this bright orange packaging? I don't buy from Temu, but I've seen enough, thumbnails of people hauling stuff. There's that bright orangeness. So I was like, wait, did I order from the wrong website? But no, it's actually kind of cute because they have best wishes on here. So hopefully I'm not showing my address. So the first brand that I've never heard of before that I kept seeing on this website that I had to get my hands on was a brand called Color Rose. Now, there are a couple Chinese brands out there that I feel like get a lot of hype. Flower Nose, for example, is I think probably the most well-known one, and that's because their packaging is always exquisite. It's just gorgeous. But is this packaging perhaps better? I don't know. Let's take a look. So I've already ripped into the boxes. I wanted to make sure that nothing else was broken besides the one thing that you will see down the line. But this is the outer packaging. This is one of their blushes, and it's got like just this cute little sticker on it that is just already setting us up for a good time. And let me show you the packaging. This is the outer packaging, so really similar to Flower Nose in that it's very detailed, it's very beautiful. And then we have the blush on the inside. We have an insert here, and then this is the blush. It's like a blush slash highlighter, and it just is the most beautiful thing that I have ever seen. It's like to the point where I don't want to touch it because I know it'll ruin it. Right? That's not healthy. That's not healthy. We are going to swatch it, but I got one other blush from them. So again, we're dealing with the same like really beautiful packaging that I just ripped into. It did not stand a chance. I needed to see what was inside. Again, you have really pretty outer packaging. It's the exact same. And then this is the inside of this one. I think these are actually, I've been calling them blushes, but I'm pretty sure these are actually highlighters. But let's swatch them. So you probably want to know colors and stuff. So I believe, let's see, we have color CR786 and then CR789. So 786, let's go ahead and swatch that one first. Just as a reminder, that's what this one looks like. I want to get some of that blue. Oh, the gold on the moon is completely gone. That's okay. So this is what it looks like on my finger. Very light, very, very like pale pink color. Super pretty. And then color CR789 looks like this. Maybe one is a highlighter and one is a blush. Oh yeah, that would make sense because look at that. That looks like a highlighter. And then that's the second one. So definitely one is a blush, one is a highlighter. Both are beautiful. Both are very lightly pigmented, which is pretty normal. You've seen a lot of Asian beauty brands, but I thought pink is actually perfect for my skin tones. I'm really excited about that one. I haven't actually swatched any of these yet, so these are the first time really getting to know these products. But those are the two first products that I got from Color Rose. I also got an eyeshadow palette from them. So this is the outer packaging. Everything is in Chinese in the back, so I'm not entirely sure what the name is or what the color is. But we are going to show you, this is the Dream Ballet series. So here's the outer packaging. And I'm not exactly sure if they have colors. Sorry, I was showing you the back. This is the front of the palette. This is what the inside looks like. What? Isn't that so cool? There's like so many different colors. There's some khaki colors. There's a lot of pearl colors. You've got this thing that we've seen Huda Beauty do before where you gotta crush the pearls to get the pigment out. I haven't even begun to play with this. I think I'll do a short where I use some of this makeup in a little like get ready with me so we can see how it performs. But I was kind of shocked by how dark this color story was too. You see again in a lot of Asian makeup, a lot of lighter, more neutral color stories. And this one's got some darkness to it, and I really like it. They did have a couple other like color stories for this palette, but this one was just so cool. I had to get it. Next, a brand that I have been wanting to try for the longest time. It's called Girl Cult, and I don't know if you've heard of it before, but I have been seeing this eyeshadow palette pop up all over the place. And this is, again, I'm not entirely sure the color of this palette because everything on it is not in English. So I'm going to post it up here. I'm gonna have to double check my order and then I'll post what color that I bought here, but it's really securely packaged in there as you can see. And the outer packaging is so pretty. Look at that. That is really cool. So that is what the outer packaging looks like. And then this is the inner packaging. And I don't know if it's showing up on here, but these are multi-chromes. So there is a color shift in them. So it's probably getting burnt out by the lights. Unfortunately, it's hard to catch that shift, but I can see it in front of me. There's like all these different colors. It's really cool. And I haven't swatched this one yet and I've been dying to swatch it. So here's that green color. It shifts to like a lighter green to a darker green. Really cool. Let's go ahead and and that is super pigmented. Very, very pigmented. So everything I've touched so far is the formulas feel very soft, which I've found has been the case with a lot of different Asian brands. The formulas they use are just so beautiful, like so soft. Like it's just fun to play with them, you know, like they feel great on your face. They feel great if you put your hands in them. Like they just sink into your skin. Oh, love the formulas. So that is the palette I picked up from Girl Cult. Really excited to try this one out. The next product that I picked up, you should know. I'm one of those people that love Alice in Wonderland, and I will buy a lot of things that are Alice in Wonderland themed. It happens. So this is not a surprise, at least to me. This is from the brand Cute Rumor. I actually have a lipstick from them that is fantastic. It's such a unique kind of lip stain because you can blot it out and it looks really beautiful, or you can layer it on and it still looks really beautiful. And I typically don't blot my lipsticks too much. I like the impact of all that pigment, you know? But with the lipstick that I have from Cute Rumor, it looks so good blotted. It's so weird. It's so weird, and it lasts a long time. So of course, the outer packaging is adorable. The inner packaging, I already pulled this out once, so I don't want it to fall out, but it's a pocket watch. It's so cute. It's so cute. So you go ahead and hit the button, it pops out, and it's a little blush. And I just thought this was a great color. I just thought this was hard for me to pass up since it's Alice in Wonderland themed. And after pulling out my Cute Rumor lipstick and using it recently, I really wanted to try more. So this is, oh God, I really hate messing up the embossing. That is what the blush looks like. So let me swatch this one as well. Different than the other one that we've tried so far. So I'm glad I got a variety. Good choice, me. But that's a really pretty, more neutral blush. A little more, I'd say, on the orangey side. I'm interested to see how it's gonna look on my face. The next, oh yeah, okay, I got another product from Girl Cult. Because again, this is a brand that's really intrigued me. They just have like very edgy photos compared to a lot of the other Chinese brands that I've seen. So they look really cool. But I believe this is a blush. I believe we got another blush. And again, I will put the color that I chose up on here because I don't see it on the packaging. We are just gonna put it on the screen for you in case you're interested. But let me pull this out. So the packaging was like this. So this beautiful like sun is on the outer packaging. You've got just, the best packaging, right? And then open it up. And this is what the inside looks like. Super cool. I am going to pop out the cover so that we can do a little bit of a swatch with this one. And the inner picture in there, the inner color, looks like it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. The outer color has a little more of a matte look to it. Again, this is a little more of a neutral color, which is kind of what I was in the mood for when I did my shopping. So that is what that one looks like. A little bit similar to the Cute Rumor one. I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but it's a little similar. Okay, so I'm really excited for all the cute blushes. Next up, we have a Jelly Bubble Balm Highlighter. So I believe the brand is Jelly Bubble, but this is what the outer packaging looks like. I'm pretty sure this one I have swatched because I put it in backwards. So let me pull it out for you. But this is what it looks like. And this one I've swatched because I was just dying of curiosity. Because I was like, what is a Jelly Bubble highlighter? I don't know. But let me tell you, it is a very interesting feeling highlighter. It is definitely a jelly texture. They are not lying about that. So doing a little bit of a swatch. It's funny though, even though it is more of a creamy kind of jelly consistency, not a lot of pigment on this one. Okay, let me do it here. So that is what that looks like. What does it look like on my, I don't even remember. There we go. So just a really good crystal white highlighter. I really like white icy highlighters. So I think this one's gonna be perfect. I have to be really careful with because this one's broken, but I have to show you because it's beautiful. So, oh, this one is actually from Color Rose too. Okay, my bad. I bought a lot of Color Rose. They clearly have some just amazing packaging. So this is the outer packaging. Again, I have to be really careful because the inside is a little bit broken, but this is what the inside looks like. So as you can see, a couple of the shimmers arrived shattered, but the mattes have this beautiful embossing on it. It's not even an embossing, it's like an overlay. So they've got like these Victorian portrait overlays. And I was stunned when I saw this online. And the fact that I got it for 48% off, like that's a pretty freaking good deal if I do say so myself. So this is definitely a neutral palette, but I don't care. It's beautiful. I think this one actually did come in a couple other colors as well, but I was just drawn to this one. I thought I would use this one the most, and I wasn't sure how that like overlay would look and like what it would look like once I used the eyeshadow. So I thought this was going to be a good test for something like this, but just so beautiful overall. Okay, we have another highlighter. So this is from Shiseido. The outer packaging isn't as fun, but this is the highlighter that I picked up from Shiseido. And this one I did swatch as well. Highlighters, for some reason, I have to put my hands in. So that's healthy, I'm sure. But this is what the highlighter looks like. So I do want to swatch this again. It's got a little bit of pink in it, but it's pretty more on the neutral side for highlighters. That's what it looks like on my finger, and then this is what it looks like swatched. So yeah, very sparkly, very sparkly. I think it's going to be very pretty. An interesting texture. It's got a little bit of wetness to it, but it's not a highlighter that I would call a cream or gel in any way. It just feels a little bit wet. It's interesting. Okay, and then this one's actually really exciting. This is another little like piece of artwork that I discovered on this website. So this is from, let's see the brand, Little Ondine, I believe is the brand. This is the outer packaging, and this was like a contour palette. And I was really interested to see if it's a contour palette that would work for me. But again, it's another like very like artsy kind of, like they based it on art, right? That's Michelangelo, right? I know my art, yeah, totally. So this is the Sculpture Contour and Highlight palette. And if you look in the little squares, you can see that it's carved out to represent the Michelangelo sculpture. So you've got like an ear in the first one. This one is part of the lips, and then you have, I think you got the nose down here and the eye up here. And I haven't used this palette yet. I just have been kind of basking in its beauty because it's so cool. Like, what a cool theme. But I haven't tried it yet. So I'm going to have to do this one in an upcoming short as well, just so you can see how it performs on my skin color and if it's something that could potentially work for you. So again, there were 2 items that were missing from my order. I sent them an email, and I think at this point I should have gotten a response by the time I publish this video. So if I have, I'm going to put it right here. So they replied within 24 hours, which was awesome, and said they would resend me the missing stuff. But after 2 weeks, I still hadn't heard anything, so I followed up, and they finally sent me a new tracking number. Overall, though, I am so impressed with, well, first of all, that everything made it. For the most part, obviously, there was one casualty, and there were 2 products that just disappeared. But everything else made it in one piece. And we do have some more delicate kind of items in here. Like, I would say the contour palette, this is a more delicate item. These are pressed powders. These aren't like, you know, gels or creams or something that are, you know, you're not going to break a cream product, are you? Probably not. It might melt, but you're not going to break it. But the powders came intact. Even all the blushes came intact. My adorable, cute Rumor one came intact with that super cool mushroom embossing. Super cool. I need to stop saying that, but I am just kind of blown away with how cool all of this makeup is, how fun it is, and how, like, just, I don't know, it's unique, right? Like, these are unique. You don't find anything as beautiful like this in the States very often. So when you do, you kind of have to not buy it. I don't want to say that. I don't want to support consumerism any more than I do, but you just want to get a hold of it, right? I do. Clearly I did. Clearly I did a little bit of shopping with this order, and I'm really excited because this is all stuff that I'm really excited to try. I'm really happy that I picked up, and I can't wait to show you how it works out in a future video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've ordered from CbeautyMall before, or if you've never heard of it, because I've heard about it a little bit, but this is my first time actually ordering from the site. So this is what I picked up, but I would love to hear from you down below. Let me know your feelings on this video and the beautiful makeup that I showed you. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!